Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are going to start recording, and Nilbert, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Thank, thank you, George. Appreciate that. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? It's the middle of the week, so we still have half the week to continue doing what we're doing, continue spreading our message to everyone, basically trying to help everyone get healthy, right? So today the topic that I'm going to share with you is getting people started quickly and why that is very important in our industry. Okay. I don't really have like slides to share with you today, so you'll just have to resort to just taking notes if you want. But before we get into that, let's open up the floor and have allow anyone who has something exciting to share, anything exciting or anything in your business, and have you enrolled a new person, and any person just ranked up or whatever, any good news you have or anything that you might want to share this morning. So feel free to unmute yourself and share.
Hey Nilbert, this is Trina.
Hey, Trina.
Hi guys, I would like to share just a little something. One of my brand ambassadors that I brought in, Kimberly Fant, and I are doing a networking event in Seattle, Washington on Saturday. So if you know anyone in that area, please um, let us know. So that's
That is
all.
so exciting. Thank you, Trina. That is
I'm
awesome.
excited. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time.
That is awesome, Trina. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else who has something to exciting to share? All right. Okay, well, if that is it, we can get right on to today's topic. Again, it's getting people started quickly. Okay, so I'm going to share what my team and I pretty much do when it comes to this, and I'm also going to share why it's important for us to get our people started quickly. Okay, in this industry, I'm sure you've heard it from our many amazing leaders. I know Christine has definitely mentioned it before. George and Adrian's mentioned before. Speed is the key. Our system, our especially specifically our binary system, really loves speed. That's how we get the chance to really build fast and to really gain a lot of momentum. So, as you know, when you get someone to an opportunity event or a Zoom or whatever, we usually have about, okay, I don't know, 24 to 48 hours is crucial to follow up with that prospect, right? And why is that? Because the person just received all that information. So there's a mix of excitement, there's a mix of interest, curiosity, all that. And you have to kind of like leverage that situation. So within 24 to 48 hours, you do a really good follow-up by connecting that prospect with your upline or your mentor, your leader, and then together you kind of like figure out how best to assist that person to close the person, right? So even from the follow-up, speed and moving quickly is already important. So the same goes. So what happens after the person, decides to do the business with you and enroll with you, right? Well, again, there's still all that excitement. They just signed up, brand new brand ambassador, hoo-hoo, right? It doesn't matter what pack they choose. It could be intro pack, it could be founders pack. It doesn't matter. The real important thing here is that as soon as they decide to make that decision and to really take that step and join you, you have to get them started quickly. And I'm just going to share some of the um, methods that my team and I use to at least to just get the person on that track, right? So after the person gets enrolled, right? you definitely have the very first thing is you have to get them to onboarding. Okay, you have to get them to onboarding. We have our weekly onboarding calls on Saturdays, even if we have a lot of events going on at that time, and sometimes we'll just show a video or whatever, right? We do have that, but again, I think I've mentioned this before as well. If the onboarding is not going to be at least what 4 to 5 days away, let's say you enroll someone on a Monday, right? And onboarding is not till Saturday. To me, that's a long time, right? That's a long time of okay. I'll touch base with you on Saturday, so you can learn all about the how to like get plugged into our systems and all that. I recommend you actually do a personal onboarding with that person. Okay, or get with your upline or get with a leader to help you onboard that person. So what do we mean by onboard? It's basically really showing the person, walking him or her through like the back office, showing how to navigate, or at least get familiar with the back office, getting them plugged into our systems, the Shout app, introducing them to our website, the Legacy Makers website and all that. So basically providing them all the resources, right? So they have that. Okay. That's number one. That's very crucial. Now, again, this is a lot of information overload, right? So what my team and I really kind of like to do is right after this, we get that person on a roadmap call immediately. Okay. Um, each person that you enroll, each brand ambassador that you enroll will come from a different background. So there's, no, like I would like to say no two brand ambassadors will be the same in how you actually how you actually lead them, right? Because some people will kind of like automatically gravitate towards customer-based business, while some will gravitate towards really a business building type of business, like really building a team right away. Okay, not everyone's the same, so you kind of have to be sensitive to that, and that's what the roadmap call is for, right? You basically it's your prospect, and then you get them with your whoever you plug in as your leader, your upline, your mentor. It's like a three-way, or there could be like a few of you there, whether it's by a conference call or by Zoom. I usually like using Zoom because you can convey a lot more information that way. You can share slides if you have to. So the roadmap call will start off with both you and your mentor or your upline really getting to know the person even more. You kind of did already you probably already did the form with this person prior to like before you got the person to see the opportunity. Now you're gonna go a little bit deeper, right? Okay, so you ask very specific questions, right? Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. So now that we're doing this, let's get your business started, quickly, right? So tell me, let's say I'm just gonna pick on, let's see, well, I see Diana there. I'm just gonna use your name, Diana. Okay. Okay, Diana. So, welcome to the family. Welcome to Three. We're really excited to work with you and get your business started. So tell me, um, where like how much I always start off with kind of like a concrete question, like you already saw the potential for the compensation plan from the opportunity. I know you're very excited about it. Tell me, in the next 4 weeks, how much money do you want to make with this new business, right? And I start off with that because everyone again will give different answers. Okay, well, let's see, in 4 weeks, maybe $1,000, maybe 1,500. Whatever amount they give, I use that as a basis to kind of reverse engineer and do the math. Okay, well, if you want to make this much in 4 weeks, right? Assuming that we converted to, okay, the person, let's say Diana wants to make 2,000 in 4 weeks. Let's just use that as an example. Okay, well, as we know, for every founder's person you enroll, you get what, 350, right? So you divide 2,000 by 350. Okay, now you have how many founders that Diana needs to enroll in 4 weeks. Now, okay, let's say to enroll one founder, how many persons does Diana have to talk to, right? So I just do it kind of like backwards. As long as I have an amount that the person wants, then it allows me to help the person. Okay, all right, Diana, based on what you told me, if you basically enroll 1 to 2 founders a week in like the next 4 weeks, you will for sure hit your goal and probably exceed your goal. Okay. Now, all right. So Diana, let me ask you this. If if you want to enroll 1 to 2 founders, per week, and we usually have like I would say, one out of every 5 or 6 persons, statistically, would get interested in the opportunity, let's say. How many people, how many persons do you want or do you need to get in front of an opportunity? So now she has a solid target. Okay, all right, okay, you can enroll 2 persons. Let's see, I need to get, let's say, 10 to 20 people that week in front of the opportunity. Okay, 10 to 20 people, maybe half of that will actually say yes. And out of that half, maybe 1 or 2 may enroll, right? So you break it down so that they actually have, okay, specific nugget size goals. Because in the past, in my experience, when you just say, okay, hey, make a list, and you need to talk to like this how many people and all that, new brand ambassadors, especially if they don't have any experience in this industry, like me, I didn't have any experience in this industry. I kind of, they can get very intimidated. Like, how do they even start? Like, so, so now that they have a goal of how many people they need to talk to, then you go, the next step. Okay, um, do you have your list? Have you made your list? So, my team and I, we always have our new brand ambassadors make. Do you have 7 to 10 names right off the bat? People that you can think of, right? That who either would be, you think would be really good at doing this, or who can really benefit from these amazing products, right? And they will most likely have, names they can think of, right? And then you have them listen down, and then during the roadmap call, we actually, you actually go through those names with them. Okay, so tell me about this person. All right. How do you know them? What's your relationship with them? Like, tell me, you get a little bit of background on each of those names, because what that helps you do is it'll help you kind of like guide your new brand ambassador on how to invite that person. We have a lot of beautiful and very effective scripts, in that people can use, right? And a lot of times you just tweak those scripts to apply to whoever you're inviting, right? So basically, it's almost like, I'd like to call it like really holding their hands at the start. But in my opinion, or at least in my experience, that's the fastest way to get them started. Because the important thing of getting them started really quickly, other than the fact that they're still excited and all that, you want them to be able to see something concrete, whether it's a commission from a retail sale, right? Or when they sign up their first brand ambassador, that, whether it's a $25 PIB or a $350 PIB, that's immediate cash, immediate income in their pocket. And that's what's going to keep them going, right? A lot of times, I do have a lot of people that I've signed up in the past, because I have about, I don't know, I think I have a little bit over 40 persons personally enrolled. But guess what? A lot of those people I kind of lost along the way. They just didn't get going, right? And that's the nature of the game, or that's the nature of our business, right? That's the nature of this industry. Not everyone you enroll will actually work. So you have to kind of really give them every opportunity to really get started. And getting started quickly is probably the most effective way to get them sustained and continue basically building or continue getting more customers. Okay. So so far, any questions so far before I continue? Okay. So Yes. Did someone want? I thought I heard a mic go unmute. No? Okay. All right. So where are we at? Okay, so you've already what do you call that? Given them the step by step. Okay, they know how many people they have to talk to get people in front of in front of an opportunity, right? Um, the especially in the first week, like probably after a few days, um, it's I think it's actually important to kind of like do I would say continuous follow-up. Okay. I'm not saying to just text your or talk to your brand ambassador every day. Hey, okay, have you talked to the person? Have you talked to the person? But just give the person, okay, all right, let's why don't we touch base 2 days or 3 days from now and see where you're at. And if you need help, please feel free to reach out and all that. That way, they can kind of get a sense of accountability, right? Um, everyone, I think we've actually covered that topic where we try to hold ourselves accountable to each other. That's the one way to push ourselves to continue really building again, because again, speed is the key, right? One of my mentors here, one of my leaders told me too that, and I think it's very relevant, is after you get someone to start quickly and gain momentum, the faster that person can reach a certain level of income, whether whether they're doing this full time or whether they're doing this part time, it doesn't matter. But the faster you get them to a certain level of income, the higher the likelihood that they're actually going to keep going, right? If a person is not successful in if or it's very slow going, it's actually going to be a lot harder for that person to keep motivated, right? And of course, our community huddles really help. So that's another important thing. I should have mentioned this earlier. Whenever we have a new brand ambassador, we always try to like get them, hey, tomorrow, we have a one of our daily huddles at 7:30, or if we plug into Christine, so at 7. So our team usually plugs into both. Um, can you please, log in at this time if you're available? I would love to introduce you to the team. Okay, I would love to introduce you to the team. So we offer that to every new person that joins our team. I think it's very uh, it has a very inspirational, or at least a very welcoming effect. So when the person gets introduced to everyone, and as you know, our community here is awesome. Everyone is so giving and so loving. They welcome our all our new folks. It really helps them get motivated even more, right? So all these little steps, all these little like kind of like they all add up. They all add up to really help the person get started quickly. Um, what else? So basically once let's say, okay, now you've reached a point, they get someone to watch the opportunity, you help them do the follow-up. And let's say in this example, let's say Diana, let's say she gets her first brand ambassador enrolled under her. What happens there? Well, whatever you did, whatever, let's say, I did with Diana, in helping her get started quickly, I just tell Diana, well, Diana, you remember everything we did, to get you started quickly? Guess what? We're going to help your new person do exactly the same thing. So that is very, very important, right? Because that's where the building really happens, right? It's duplication. We really need when you get someone to start right away, start quickly, and do all the right steps, then it's easy for you to assist or help that person do the same thing for their new brand ambassador. Does that make sense? Right? So that pretty much in a nutshell is how my team does it. Kudos to actually Lovey Hayden, who's in my team. She's actually so amazing with this. She's the one who kind of like really got this down to like a science. Jasmine as well is on. Jasmine again has continued to to basically every single week would always have a new new people that she would share the opportunity with. So you keep doing this, you keep doing it with each brand ambassador that you're enroll. So duplication, consistency, all these words we already know because we hear them from all our different leaders because that's what we need to do, right? We need to be consistent and we need to continue to duplicate. Now, that's again, so that's pretty much excuse me, how to get people started quickly. And you know me, I like sharing stuff I see that I feel are very motivational or very inspirational, or at least something that really like, wow, yeah, that's actually so true. I just want to share one slide with you guys that I saw um, the other day, and I'm gonna leave you with that. So going for a goal isn't just to get what you want, right? It's to become someone who can achieve it. Every challenge, every setback, every tough decision we make, that's where the real transformation happens, right? In the end, achieving the result matters, of course, right? But the person you become getting there is what lasts. So remember this as we continue to build, as you do the step by step with your brand ambassadors, with your new team and all that. You basically the results will come, whether they come right away or they will come a little bit in a little at a time. The results will come. Don't get too bent out of shape about it. But just remember, in the end, when you finally reach that goal, you probably won't recognize yourself because you've changed so much, and it's for the better, right? Because you developed all these skills, all this leadership that in building your team that that you've actually even shared with your whole team. So basically, it's like the gift that keeps on giving, right? So that's pretty much what I have for you today. I hope it made sense to everyone. I'm going to turn it back over to George.
Thank you very much. And anybody wants to comment, by the way, good presentation, and something that I post on the other side, success, love, speed is why it's so important what Nilbert was saying. If we do as many people say, well, I can sponsor 20 people in the next 20 years. That doesn't work. But if you go strong into prospecting, like he said, 20 people in the first week, 30 people as soon as you start, and do launches to yourself, to your business, your personal business, you're going to be successful. But if you talk to one person a week, it never create momentum in your team and in yourself. Important, you start with momentum with yourself. Anybody else has a comment? We have about 5 minutes. That you have a comment or a question. And remember, by the way, next week is, I think next week, next Friday is going to be Black Friday. Next week, Black Friday, not this week. Make sure that I start posting, hey, I want to add you to the list. We are going to have a great surprise. None of us know what is going to happen in Black Friday. I know some people thought that I did and I knew something, but we really don't. And if we do, probably they hypnotized us and took it away. I don't know. But anyway, anybody else has a comment?
I just wanted to say thank you, Nilbert. The step-by-step for all the brand new people. This is so important. And just your steps, and it was so easy, and clean, and we can all follow it. So thank you, Nilbert. Thank you.
Yep, amazing. Yeah. Anybody else? Let's see. I thought somebody else took the microphone off. Oh, maybe.
Speaking of consistency, just want to remind everyone that today is Wednesday. So Lovey, Hayden, and myself and our team, we have our coffee and collaboration meetings every Wednesday here in San Diego. So it's the same flyer that we've shared before, same place, same time. If you have any guests that are in this area that you want to send over, please do just give me or Lovey a heads up, and we will take care of them for you, right? And also, if you have any brand ambassadors here, they're welcome to join, because even if we don't have guests at this meeting, we do a lot of training. So
Perfect. Perfect. By the way, Spanish call, 6 o'clock Central Time. Make sure you invite people. If you know anybody that speaks Spanish, I don't know, you ever seen somebody that speaks Spanish? I'm sure there's somebody around you. But anyway, make sure there are 50 million people in the US that want to hear about this business. Well, maybe not the 50 million, but many of the a good percent of that. And we have to make sure that we get the message to them. Also, 3 stars. I know you were in a call yesterday with corporate. Some of you, they're talking about new tool coming up. The new app is coming. It's gonna be amazing. I've been playing. Oh, it's off. I've been playing with it. It's gonna be amazing, and it's just the beginning. But anyway, thank you very much. And unless anybody wants to ask one more thing, anybody? We have 2 minutes, 120 seconds. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess we are ready. And thank you very much for being in the call. And I talk to you later. Thank you. Have a great one.